Welcome to Round the Day Sports. Victory the light side. All of us on this. As week one concludes, we're going to break down everything from my Packers, those Niners, the Raiders, all of the league.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Amon, and this is
Around
The Bay.
Sports. Week one has concluded as Monday night, a disaster for Chicago because the Bears are always the Bears. But we have all a bunch of things. Niner fans can take a breather. Ravens can't hold leads apparently. The Cowboys, everything that has happened. But let's get to it, folks. Let's go right to it. Week one. A game that I felt like the Cowboys should have took that. Even with CeeDee Lamb dropping two passes, that first one, everyone will know. You gotta catch that. I mean, that would have been 6, honestly, or at least to the 2 or 3 yard line. And then he had another moment. Sure, that catch 50-50, but you're getting paid that much money in this league, and you've been in the league around enough. Pretty much, you gotta catch everything.
Yeah. Responding to that, like it hit CeeDee Lamb in his hands twice, and he messed up when he didn't catch that, and he's like panicked. That's that's on me. That's my fault. But I mean, as a Niners fan, I'll never admit this, but the Cowboys, depending on how that catch goes, probably could have won that game because they had every chance to do so, and they blew it. CeeDee Lamb is one of the top 5 highest paid NFL receivers in the NFL, and you can't catch a ball in critical moments. That's just a shame for him. And well, typical Dallas Cowboys, they blew it in the end.
I mean, the Cowboys could at least won that by maybe 10, 10 points, 3 points, 6 points. Who cares? But we know that they should have had that. And I feel like even with that, they traded Parsons to my Packers. They looked. I mean, we already knew about the offense, but we were about the defense. Honestly, the defense, with their secondary at least, I mean, wasn't too bad as we thought, right, Drew?
Yeah. Like you said, defense didn't look bad. It wasn't an explosive game. This game wasn't really explosive, the other game we're gonna mention later on. But like you two just said, CD dropped at least I think he dropped 4 passes that game. I mean, he could have gone for 6. Obviously, not a lot. I don't know. Not a lot of good top players drop something like that. Especially in crunch time. So I mean, I get. I mean, he definitely misdropped the first one, but the second one was kind of questionable about the throw, the time of the throw. But overall, it was a great game, even though the lightning delay kind of delayed the game a little bit, but. It was a great game, I mean, they should have won by 3, but or even beat. Yeah, they should have won by 3, but overall, it was a great start to this unbelievable weekend of football.
One of many, in fact. Even Dak Prescott, he looks good. I mean, it's funny enough. Is it just me, or he looks starting to look more bolder? I don't know. His new look, his new facial look, just looks funny to me. But yeah, I mean, Dak played well. I know, I mean, sure, they traded Pickens. He didn't really did much. I mean, he always wants the ball, so he's a bit irritated when nothing comes his way. You figure you trade for a guy like that, it'll help CeeDee Lamb, maybe help Schultz a little bit, but no passer was coming to him. And I mean, it was an exciting game, 24-20. I mean, heck, with no rain delay, that could have went to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That rain delay lasted, I believe, over an hour, and it pretty much threw everybody's game off because no one scored after that.
For people that tuning in, Jesse is here. We'll be right back. Something came up, but he will definitely join us shortly because I don't think why would he skip an episode that we are
talking about?
We're talking about today. But we're going to move on now, and we might as well focus on our teams real quick, and we'll break down all of the other games. But let's just go right to it. Hey guys, the Niners did something.
Yeah. Well, first, the Niners, they won their game against the Seahawks barely.
Yep.
All because of that asshole, Jake Moody, who finally got out of here. It was about damn time he's been off this team. He should have been off this team like last year near the end of the season. And when he played, he cost the Niners multiple games. That would have made them even better. And it's just after this weekend, you could see the look on Coach Shanahan's face, and you were just like, "Yeah, we're done with this ass." So they signed, I believe his name's Eddie Pinero, if I think that's what his name is.
Former Giants kicker.
Yeah,
and Kendrick Bourne.
And what's up?
Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, and they also brought back Kendrick Bourne. Some of his fans call him Jason Bourne, but it's good to see him also. And he's back with the Niners after a couple of years, and he was on the Patriots for a little bit, and then he got waived or something like that. But all in all, things start to look pretty good for the Niners. However, unfortunately, George Kittle is going to be out for a couple weeks.
4 games.
And that's not good. I mean, the Niners' next 4 opponents aren't going to be really that tough, except against the Rams, who's a division rival. And Brock Purdy might also be ruled out this week. I'm not sure what his injury is, but we're going to probably have Mac Jones as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty confident in him. I mean, the Saints' defense is terrible. If Kyler Murray can do damage against the Saints, then the Niners' offense can definitely do more damage, especially with McCaffrey and how he played.
Whoa. Sorry, I have to jump in here. Why are you saying it like that? Like Kyler Murray is some backup quarterback?
He's not a backup quarterback. I'm just saying the Niners can do damage.
You're saying
I never said Mac Jones is going to do damage. I don't know
how. You're saying if Kyler Murray, the way that you said it's just the way that you said it. Kyler Murray at one point in his career.
Are you saying that because he's your fantasy quarterback?
I've been saying it since before I drafted him.
Yeah. Speaking of fantasy, you got to replace your kicker.
I know that. We'll get to that in a second, but
I think how do you feel about Jake Moody being off the team?
That's a horrible decision by the Niners, and I hope that they never make a kick the rest of the season.
That's the best decision they made since.
Desi, what's your with the opener? We got comments here. We got comments flowing, folks.
Shout out to you. Yep, shout out to her.
Yay! How's it going?
Yay!
I am not kidding you. Jake Moody has a bright future. I don't think he should have been picked with the third round. I don't think he's worth the third round pick.
No kicker in NFL history is worth a third round.
Should be a third round pick, yeah.
But yeah, Jesse, just with the game, do you feel like the Cowboys should have took that week 1?
No, I'm surprised they were in it at all.
If Lamb at least caught one of those passes.
I don't think it makes a difference because I still think that the Eagles' offense is still superior to them. They would have found a way to score at the end because they would have left enough time.
Yeah, but the Cowboy receivers were burning the Eagles defensively, and that's what the Eagles have been weakest.
It doesn't matter. I think Saquon Barkley would have continued to rush because they still don't have a run defense. The Cowboys. They would have ran.
They were still getting a rhythm. I mean, if CeeDee Lamb catches that could potentially change the outcome.
You know that first catch.
Yeah, I don't think they would have won even with him making those catches because how good Dak was playing. The offense, I think they could compete with anybody. It's their defense. I think the Eagles would have gotten the ball back at that point, and then they would have scored and still won the game.
But there was less than 2 minutes left. There was how much time left to be exact? You guys can keep talking. I'm gonna do some research.
Hold up.
No need to raise a hand.
Hold up. Let's talk about Jalen Carter's thing. How that situation had gone because he only got fined, not suspended, fined. Jalen Carter, the guy who spit on Dak.
Dak spit first, so I think it should have been a double ejection and double suspension. You don't spit on people.
Like, sure, we don't know if the Dak. I mean, sure, I don't. We don't. If Dak, that's his thing. If he just spits on the ground, but if he started first, that swayed Carter to do the same. Who knows? It's a mystery, but seeing what it showed about Carter doing it and now Owen getting fined, so sure, was this? Of course, being fined was a key thing, but the suspension is what maybe we all hoped for, and that, well, I guess with Jesse mentioned with Dax maybe spitting first, we'll put that in air quotes. We don't like. Sure, I feel like maybe we all, maybe except for Jesse, we all think he should be suspended.
I think they both should be suspended.
Oh, you said both. Yeah.
Along with Lamar Jackson for pushing a fan into the stands. I think
we can talk about that game later.
Suspended also. And sorry, getting back to the Niners, it says that they're reportedly going to sign Eddie Pinheiro.
Yes.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah, I already said that. And by the way, that incomplete pass happened after the 2-minute warning. So after that catch, who knows how much time goes by?
I still don't think they drained the clock. I still think that they would have scored fast, and then the Eagles would have scored.
A game-winning field goal or a full score entirely.
Well, field goal would have tied it if that was the case.
No, down 4.
Like, no, I'm saying like if the Cowboys go down,
any Eagles
had a touchdown, then the Eagles try to get the ball back, then that could be a field goal, and then it maybe goes to overtime.
Yes.
But yeah, but Jack and Drew, what did you like about your Niners? Even though they got to win, well, like, what's your breakdown? What did you like?
I liked how the Niners played defensively. You can tell that this defense definitely changed versus how it was last year. Like Robert Saleh, I've been saying this for a while. Robert Saleh should have never taken that Jets job. And
I agree with you 100%.
In his career, yes, you do get paid more, but he didn't really survive that long on the Jets. And so the defense played terrific. Nick Bosa played very well. He had that game-winning fumble to seal the deal. And I think the offense looked pretty good. Ricky Pearsall played very well. He had over 100 yards receiving. So he's definitely going to be a receiver one until like IU comes back. And he's going to get even more with Kittle being out as well, which is I'm also concerned about. The only issue I have, Brock Purdy got picked off twice. I didn't really like the passing decisions that he made. If he can simply work on his passing decisions, and first off, I think another weakness is the Niners O-line because they gave up way too many holes and like loss of yards was very, very bad. So they got to work on O-line. Brock Purdy's got to work on passing decisions, and if they can do that, they can they can definitely make the playoffs with the people that they're playing against. But as long as they keep doing what they're doing, improve their passing decisions, improve their O-line, I think the Niners can be a really very great team again. And McCaffrey, I told you guys McCaffrey was going to ball. And what did he do? He ran for over total yards. He ran for, well, not ran for. Well, yeah. He carried the ball a lot, and his total yards was over 100 yards. So he played very well. I expect him to get a touchdown next week, and we'll see how that goes.
All right. I'll see what
could I just cut in real fast on this? With the 49ers offense, who do they really have? Since George Kittle is out for Brock Purdy to throw to. Because it seems like they struggle with gaining separation on their defender. So he can't hold the ball forever. What is he supposed to do there? And he's not really a runner. He's fast, but he's not breakaway speed fast. So what is he supposed to do in those situations? Just throw it away every play?
Well, I think they can't throw away every play, and this is exactly why they signed Kendrick Bourne today, or yesterday, I believe. But you still have other guys. You have Ricky Pearsall. You have that Tongs guy who got the touchdown, his game is gonna go up a lot since he's the backup guy to Kittle. McCaffrey's going to get a ton. Isaac Arendo should be getting plenty amounts. The Niners have this rookie named Jordan Watkins. He's going to be seeing the field. He's going to get the ball on. I have confidence in him. I know Mac Jones will probably be the starter, and I feel kind of a little iffy about him, but I still trust Kyle Shanahan in his play schemes.
Drew, we haven't heard from you. What's your positive negatives about the Niners and just Jesse's question? What's your response to that?
First of all, I think the game. Before I say my statement, I feel like the game should not have been a 4-point game. I feel like it should have been more than 4-point game. You know, if freaking Jake Moody won this.
I mean, I feel like when I saw the second one got blocked, I'm like, well, I mean, sure, he wasn't.
A block should not be on the kicker.
A block should not be on the kicker. The first
and
one.
Hang on, if you're relying on your kicker rather than your offense scoring points, that's a problem to me.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying if he made one of his 2 missed field goal, but especially the first one, by the way, the first one. Then a
touchdown.
I would say the first kick he had was the main reason why he got cut.
Yeah.
Or Williams, should I say. The second one, I don't really put that on him.
No,
because
the second one,
like I mentioned, the blocking was inconsistent pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
But if he makes all of his kicks today, then there's no question that he's still on the team.
Okay, so the positives of defense, they stepped up big time. They forced 2 fumbles at crucial times, so that was huge for us. Obviously, our defense was much better than last year. And, Tong, that's the rookie tight end. That's from the Santa Clara area, Santa Clara County area. So he got that. And then obviously the native is O-line. You let Seattle just sack Brock Purdy and make him pressure. And then obviously the play style, I didn't like it when the defense expect to run and you run the ball. I wish they kind of switch it up. Instead of if you expect to run, just throw it and then don't have the same schemes over and over. And the D's wouldn't know that. And obviously Brock Purdy didn't play as well as he wanted to be. But the first one I feel like the first one was a little bit overthrew. He overthrew that one, and then the second one, I feel like he shouldn't throw that one. That guy was 3 people on him, so I don't know, the coverage that he had, it was not the best ideal passes, but I mean, it was a great game overall. Obviously, it's great to beat people that's in their division. So obviously, Seahawks, we beat them in their hometown, in their home field. So it feels great, but we gotta keep improving week by week. So hopefully, we can do that.
All right, guys. For my response is, well, I also focus on my Packers, but seeing the highlights and saying, okay. I mean, I wasn't really too worried about McCaffrey, but just seeing with running backs, when you're having a bunch of lower leg injuries, you're worried that I guess they couldn't really limit him, but I just thought what was the amount of takes? But of course they needed him. They needed to feed him the ball, pretty much try to carry this team. I saw the stats, but the one big play for the Niners was the catch from that tight end number 84, I believe his number.
Yeah, Jake Tongs.
Jake Tongs.
He's gonna be the starter because Kittle's down.
Yeah,
I mean, you might as well deserve it because that catch he made might just save Purdy from disaster. Because who knows? If that catch never happened,
it saved a win.
Yeah, if that didn't happen, Niners could be 0-1, and then Jack and Drew here might start having tangents this early.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Raiders now?
Yeah, but
let's start off with
let's go to our next.
What do you got to say about the former Oakland, now Las Vegas Raiders?
They'll always be the Oakland Raiders to me. No matter where they play, they just play in the desert.
Baby, win. The Raiders got a Raider win over the Patriots.
Yes. No, that wasn't a Raider win, I feel like, because the Raiders would have found a way to lose that game last year, even the year before. This is a new team under Pete Carroll. Yes, there's some things that they have to clean up, but it's week 1. A lot of teams have stuff they have to clean up. The defense, I thought, stepped up in a huge way. Again, that could be because because the Patriots are still trying to figure this out. But the offense, I thought, played good, not great. There were times that the offense stalled. I still think the offensive line is a huge issue, and that needs to be addressed. I don't know how.
That's not really.
Honestly,
That's been an issue.
That's been an issue for years, like I mentioned.
Yes. And Jackson Powers Johnson, who was in a battle to keep his starting job, I think he's still on thin ice because there were boneheaded plays that he made, like knocking somebody out of bounds and costing us a penalty and then giving up a sack on Gino. I still think that his job's in jeopardy. They did not do a good job blocking for Ashton Genty, but he did a great job getting that touchdown. Another point, I think Chip Kelly called a really good game here. That 3rd and 19 play to Thornton, our young rookie. Last year on 3rd and 20, we treated that like it was 3rd and 60. Like, we're just going to throw a little screen. They didn't even throw it on 3rd downs last year. They just ran it. And the fact that they took that chance, that's how I knew we were going to win that game.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the offense is like an experiment, but it looks promising. Like, even from preseason, it's like, this looks promising. Definitely.
Gino, he is him. I'm glad that we got Geno Smith.
Yeah, I mean, we know Gino and Pete. They've been a duo for a while, and seeing just we know about those two chemistries helping at least the Raiders offense, because we know we pretty much need a quarterback at this point. But Gino, 24 for 34, 362, 1-1. He threw some bombs to Bowers, to the rookie with that big play from Tennessee. Bowers, 5 catches, 103. Myers, 8 catches, 97. And you didn't get. I don't think got extended yet, but at least I'm glad he played because.
Yeah, he definitely proved himself of being worthy to get an extension.
Can I also make one more point about Gino real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
He had the most yards of any Raider quarterback making his debut since 93.
Wow,
so,
really?
Yeah.
It definitely shows you that it's a good sign.
But yeah, Jack Drew, what's your takes on the Raiders?
For the game, I watched it with all of you guys at the bar. Also, I just want to say thank you to Amon and his family for letting me stay with you guys for a few days. I appreciate all of you, Dominique and Noel. And also thanks to my old babysitter, Monica, and her family. I appreciate all of you guys as well. But I think the Raiders looked a lot better than I've seen them in the recent years.
Jeff Hostetler was the QB in the 93 season when they were in LA.
But I've always thought the Raiders' O-line has been an issue for many years. Like many, many years.
Yes.
They've got a better coach. I do see a sign of a good year. I think Geno Smith is in the right place for him and what team he's with. I think he's a good fit for the Raiders and Pete Carroll. And Pete Carroll's coached him in Seattle for a little bit. But I like Ashton Genty. I think if the Raiders can try to get an O-lineman like during the deadline, or if there's anyone out there that's available, I think he's going to be big time in this league for sure. Or he can be like a Josh Jacobs and go to another team and just succeed there. That's for many years to come.
That's for many years to come. I don't think that's even happening in general.
I think the defense looked a lot better than I've seen. Max Crosby, I wish, honestly, I'm going to be really honest here. I kind of wish he didn't stay with the Raiders because.
Was Josh Jacobs you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Crosby.
Crosby.
Yeah, Max Crosby, he's a perfect Raider guy. But, I mean, if he's going to be with the Raiders for however long, and I remember I first heard about Hard Knocks, then I don't really think his career is really going to go anywhere because he's still got teams that are overshadowed, like the Chargers and the Broncos. And I feel like – and he signed that contract in the offseason. I don't remember how much it was. Just you probably know what the amount is, but –
it was 100 million with I think 97 guaranteed. At the time, he was the highest paid non-quarterback. Obviously, that was replaced by Myles Garrett at the time.
Okay. But I always liked Max Crosby, and I wish the best for him in Las Vegas. Wishing it was Oakland. But I mean, they played against the Patriots. They played against Drake May. It's a good start, but I think the real test is going to be next week when we talk about the matchups.
I mean,
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that's going to be a huge game. Again, we'll get to matchups in a bit.
but Drew, what about you?
Yeah, like all of us, like Jack said, we all watched the game at the bar, and there's a lot of it, and no offense, but there was a ton of fans. But honestly, I think they look promising after, even though the regular offense didn't get going until. Honestly, I feel like the Rays kind of flipped the script after Drake May through the interception. Like the defense got a lot better, the offense got it flowing. I feel like after the interception, they just flipped the switch and just kind of shut down New England. At this point. Like obviously you're playing New England. Obviously, like Jack said, the real thing is the next week matchup. But obviously Gino plays. He did what he did. Chip Kelly. I mean, he came from Ohio State, so obviously he got the winner mentality. So obviously Pete Carroll also a winner mentality dude. So I mean Gino, he fits in Pete Carroll's system, and obviously the Raiders system as well. And I mean obviously great game, obviously great start to a new season, but we'll see about next week matchup because that's the real test of how not only the Raiders going forward, but how the division will stand too.
All right. Well,
Before we move on to your game, sorry, can we talk about the disappointment that the Dolphins were against the
hey
Colts?
guys, Indiana Jones is joining the NFL.
Yep, I like that nickname. Shout out Tom Grassi also.
Yeah, to be fair, though, the Dolphins' defense has never really been too consistent. But the Dolphins' offense played horrible.
Horrible.
I was very shocked on how Tyreek Hill was one of the worst performing receivers, of week one. Not as bad as Jamar Chase. My two fantasy receivers, by the way, screwed me over. But Tyreek Hill played very, very bad. And Jalen Waddle did play bad. And Tua, I think the two guys that are going to get traded soon, what's going to be one of the other, I think, are Tua and Dak Prescott. I think both of those guys, if they both struggle this year, they might get traded. Yeah.
You think Dak? I mean,
Okay, so listen. When you're like the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, if the Cowboys lose in any situation, no matter how it looks, they're going to look to blame you. And Jerry Jones, after getting rid of Micah Parsons, why doesn't he possibly get rid of Dak for being a disappointment and choking for many, many years?
I don't know at this point who would want Dak's contract.
I don't know what to take his contract. And Dak is.
When does his contract expire?
He just signed a new deal last year.
Because if you kind of think of it, Dak is kind of like Max Crosby. I feel like he's going to just be a Cowboy QB.
It feels like okay. I heard this comparison a little bit from watching this one broadcast there in New York. I don't remember exactly what they're called. I think they're called Yes Network or something. But There's this guy, Michael Kay, I believe his name is. He says, I would do a similar contract of quarterbacks as I do for pitchers. Because if you're a quarterback who's going to get paid a lot of money and he winds up being out for the entire year, then you're screwed on money. You can't really sign anyone that's big. That has honestly been the Warriors' issue, and they have so many old guys on their team. But signing guys and you don't know how they're going to be and they might screw you over and all this other stuff, it's like a big risk that teams should not be willing to take, especially when they haven't really proved themselves. Like when Tony Romo started getting hurt and then Dak Prescott first came in the picture, he was like there was like all that who Dak going on and all that stuff, I believe.
Who Dak?
And-
Who Dak? Who Dak?
Then he started playing well. He was like near the end of his rookie contract. He got a big contract. Started choking in the playoffs because that's what the Cowboys do. Kept doing that more. And then he apparently signs this new deal that Jesse says last year, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. And now you're kind of in a same situation. You're just in an endless cycle.
Yeah, he just signed last year he signed a 4-year, $240 million contract extension.
Are you kidding me?
He was the highest paid player in the NFL history.
That's crazy. Now it's Josh Allen, right?
I think.
Because he signed that contract like
Last year, right?
around like little less than a year.
I mean,
He signed it back during the summer.
Like what is wrong with you?
going.
I don't
Going
get
to-
people sometimes. I really don't. I wouldn't like sign someone too soon. Then all of a sudden they can't play for a year. Then they get hurt again. I just wouldn't do that personally.
Going to Daniel Jones, I think we might found what maybe was Daniel. Well, this actually was a good sign for Daniel Jones' career. Know how long he's been in this. Is it what was the Giants? Just do you guys think for the Giants? I mean, they got Jackson Dart. We'll see how that.
Sorry, can I just answer Jack's question real quick about Dak Prescott?
Yeah,
It
go
says
for
Dak Prescott's deal remains the highest in terms of average annual salary with $60 million, but Josh Allen has more
most
guaranteed.
overplayed player, quite possibly in sports history.
Yeah, that title used to belong to Kirk Cousins, but now it belongs to
Yeah,
Dak.
that was insane. And now he's a backup. On
Still
the
making a
Falcons.
whole lot of money just to
Yeah, so
sit on the
he's
bench.
basically making a shit ton of cash while relaxing.
Yep.
That's that.
I would love
You
to
can't
do
do
that.
anything better than that.
I'd love to do that for $40 million a year.
Yes, $40 million. Are you kidding me? That's
it.
crazy.
Oh, take
Kirk
that.
Cousins getting $40 million.
Why do you think you want? Yeah, you want
Oh my God.
Atlanta. Then if you see the funny videos, some people do skits on just about Kirk Cousins on his contract and be like, "Hey, does anyone want him? Anyone? But let's go to Daniel Jones.
That's-
Yeah, he signed a 4-year, $180 million deal in
Oh my
2024
God,
with $100 million of that guaranteed.
You want to talk about contracts?
that's actually
Pay
that's
Kirk Cousins as much money, thinking if he's in his 20s or mid, or at least early 30s. Well, let's get back. Let's get
And
back.
he signed a $50 million signing bonus for that deal.
So yeah,
All right, Daniel Jones.
let's get
No,
right to Daniel Jones. Seeing that game was probably the best. I mean, with the Giants, there were some moments, but something about this game was like a new start for him. Could it, Jack was telling me as we were watching the game, could it have been just because he was on the Giants?
Yeah, he was probably just. Honestly, I think he was just in a Giants uniform. That's why he
Was
was
it in the
sucking.
Giants uniform? Because he went off. That was probably the best game we've seen in his career.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they made Eli Manning look like an average quarterback at the end of his career.
I mean,
he was.
they did the Peyton Manning ceremony, man. That kind of did the trick. Usually, when former players got a retirement speech, the team just goes off. But it's a good boost, It's for Peyton. But
Sorry,
yeah.
I was talking about Eli.
yeah, but in that game, they did the Peyton Manning ceremony, his
Yeah.
retiring. So sometimes when that happens, it gives you a boost.
I don't think that had anything to do with it. I
Right.
just think that was him showing years of frustration in the Giants organization. I don't understand what their issue is. They used to be such a historic franchise. I don't know why they're one of the oldest franchises, I should say.
Yeah, one of the
Sorry.
older ones. I would say historic. I don't know about historic.
Hold up. But yeah, what do you guys? Daniel Jones though, just went vintage. We don't see him going that type of level. We'll see if that carries on to the matchups next week, which will win or lose. But what do you guys think of Daniel Jones?
Well, I think Daniel Jones played very well, which is extremely unexpected because he was
All right.
not the most consistent in New York, and then he turned into a backup for
Minnesota.
Minnesota, and Sam Darnold was like the starting guy. So there's this, he wasn't going to do anything in Minnesota. At the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the podcast, I said I was kind of skeptical about Dan Jones. I didn't think he was going to do much, but he definitely proved me wrong. I never admit, sometimes I don't like to admit it, but I was definitely proven wrong by Dan Jones. So it's good that he's given the Joneses a better name, and that's phenomenal to see in Indianapolis.
Can I also ask, do you think
I still don't think they're going to be a playoff team, but maybe they just missed the mark.
Can I ask, is this officially the end of Anthony Richardson now?
Honestly, after I saw the performance, he was the first guy that I was thinking of after that game. Because now once Daniel Jones had that kind of performance, Anthony Richardson's like career, not like his entire career, but his career in Indianapolis is looking very, very dim.
Sure. Right. At this point.
It might be like
very dark at this point.
I just want to see, can Daniel Jones do that multiple times? Then we can really decide on that.
Yeah.
Because in his career, Daniel Jones has only had one good year.
Yeah.
And that was when Brian Daboll first came into the league or came to coach him.
Yep, Josh Allen.
And honestly, like on their next schedule, honestly, I think their next game will be, like I said for Geno Smith, the Raiders, it's going to be a true test.
Yes.
But we'll talk about schedules soon.
Before we get back to games, can I just talk about something that I saw that was horrible all weekend long, starting Thursday? What is up with these hats that they're wearing where they barely show the team logo? And
the cap?
Yeah, all the hats that the coaches are wearing on the sidelines.
Or like the small logo?
Yeah, the hats.
Yeah, the small logo.
They look like they were just pasted on there, like just hot pressed on.
What, glued on?
Yeah, like I'll show you an image real quick of one of the hats.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is the first time for me hearing it.
I mean, I kind of saw it when I was watching the Seahawks and Niners and Kyle Shanahan's had.
Yeah, I'm just going to share my screen real fast of what they look like.
And for the people, if you guys know about this, let us know in the comments. But if this is your first time, you're going to see what Jesse's been noticed.
It's like a small, square with the logo, by the way, if you guys didn't know. It's like a small box with the team logo and with the team codes too. So
you could barely even see the team logo.
Yeah, that's saying
Were like all coaches wearing that, or some coaches were wearing it?
That was the hat of the coaches for the 2025 season.
I mean, I know some coaches that don't wear hats.
Wait, Jesse, want me add it to the stage?
I'm adding it right now.
Okay.
That's what the hats look like. This is just a Raiders one, but
no, yeah.
If you're rolling out with this,
wait. How much does that cost?
Forget the cost, but yeah, that is.
They want $50 for this hat.
For that?
What, just did it
new? My God, this is highway robbery.
$50 for this hat.
Oh,
just because it has your team's logo on it.
It's New Era too.
You have to pay shipping. Oh my!
Inflation,
goodness.
People.
That must
inflation.
That must be like a.
That is not inflation. That is just
is that
horrible.
Just new? They made it so.
$50 for that.
This is the 49ers one. Huh?
It's the same thing.
49ers. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is right?
I want to see how the Niners one looks.
Oh, sorry.
It's
not showing.
You can pop it up.
Hang on. Sorry, I didn't know that it wasn't showing. Just give me 1 second.
Oh my God.
This is the Niners one.
Just show the Raiders and Niners, and we got a lot more games to talk about too.
$50 for them.
Yeah.
$50 is crazy, man.
Oh my God! I just got a Lego set that cost me like $60, and it looks better than that hat. Oh my God, dude! Are they just trying to say, "Hey, we know you don't give a shit. Spend money here"?
That's the 49ers one.
Oh my!
This must be like a new thing.
The hat though looked different when Kyle Shanahan was wearing. It was like gray.
Yeah, this must be a new
He wears
thing.
he wears what is called a Shana hat. He's been wearing those kinds of hats for years. The NFL
Yeah,
has
but
tried to.
that's
That's just crazy, man. That is
$50
just
for that. It's
$50.
Yes.
It's insane.
All right, let's
It's
talk
like,
about.
I don't know. For some reason, like,
Yeah.
it don't look too bad.
Man.
Right,
Let's
Is
go
this
back-
worth
let's go back
$50
to-
though, Amon?
$50. But just looking at how
With the toad.
That's like 30 at most.
It's a new design and style. Like
And
that.
it's snapback at that. It's not even a fitted hat.
Oh my god.
It's a snapback hat.
That's like $20.
Snapback hats should not be worth $50.
$50.
That's like $20.
Oh, the rival. Oh,
Yeah, you know what? That we could do that. Try to do that next podcast.
Yes.
But let's go to
Those are cool.
Yeah. Let's talk about Amon's game. Amon, what are your thoughts on how the Packers played and how was Micah Parsons' debut?
Well, you know, you guys know Micah?
I know Micah.
I know
heard a
Micah.
few things about him.
I just said the name, didn't I?
Yeah, but you guys know about Micah, right? Of
Yeah,
course,
I did. I heard a few things about him. He's a
I
pretty
heard
good
three
player.
things.
of
Yeah.
course he's gonna get a sack. I mean, you guys think he's gonna get a sack?
Yeah, I think he's going to get a lot of sacks this year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna lost this year.
I'm glad they limited it.
Last I checked, he played for Dallas. Wait, no, he doesn't play for Dallas anymore because Jerry Jones made a stupid trade to
Dallas.
the Cowboys.
That. Cowgirls?
Cowgirls, yep. Sorry, Cowgirls.
The
Jerry
Cowgirls?
Jones who? Huh? Who is Jerry Jones? Huh?
America's team. Everybody, I'm sorry.
What?
We're talking about-
I mean, I've heard why they're called America's team, but I don't know why they're still called.
But yeah, Micah
American
Parsons. I'm even though I know he probably wanted to do more snaps, but at least put him in third down conversions just to give that third down pressure. We all know that he does best. That was great. I mean, I want to say that Packers Lions is clearly like the new rival. I mean, there was fights, Tucker Kraft, and of course I think it was Branch. They got into it. St. Brown with the Green Bay fans, you know, and I loved it. That Packers team, like I thought it would be close, but you saw for the Lions, it's not a panic. It's just new coordinators. Dan Campbell, maybe him and his new coordinators aren't like on the same page on how it works.
Yeah.
So of course, but we got Micah Parsons on your team, on your defense, even though that defense did great even last year. That defensive coordinator, such an upgrade, honestly. Forcing turnovers, forcing pressures. That's all we needed for Green Bay. Jay Love, 2 TDs. I mean, there was one pass that was like, and went to Branch, but glad enough there was 2 penalties, so offset. So phew.
Amon, when you're done, I got a lot to say about this game.
Josh Jacobs, first half struggled. Second half though came up, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I mean, of course it's going to have to be a strong start, but of course we had this discussion before of this team, and just seeing how the Packers did, I was stoked. I mean, the defense, the offense, all in between. Like, I'm excited for this season. We're going to talk about what's their next matchup, which will probably be this will probably be a good test. But I mean, everything's looking good for Green Bay. Go Pack, go! Like, I love this team. I can't wait for next week, Thursday night in Lambeau. But I mean, just overall, what a performance!
Yes.
Yeah. Well, here's my thoughts on this game. I think this game was very interesting. I think it kind of showed who – I don't want to say who showed the Lions were, but I kind of want to say that the Lions they're definitely going to not be the team that they were last year. I mean, Jared Goff, he missed he had 8 incompletions, but he was 31 of 39, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Okay, but here's the funny thing.
Actually,
Jared Goff passed more in past one.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Did you guys thought going for the Lions in the division?
I picked the Lions.
You picked the Lions. Jesse, did you do the Lions?
I did.
We all did.
Right,
Oh, except you, obviously. But
yeah.
well,
But
you did like
well, just because what it was, but seeing how I mean, it's not a panic for Detroit. They'll probably will work things out just with the new coordinators and how Dan Campbell how he attacks in every game. So of course they're going to figure that out. And we'll see what they do against the Bears, which is the next big opponent. But yeah, Jack, go on, continue.
Okay, but here's the weird thing I noticed. Jordan Love didn't even pass for 200 yards in that game, and yet they scored 27 points, which is very, very fascinating. I mean, yeah, sure, you got 2 field goals, and Josh Jacobs ran the 1 touchdown, but he still threw 2 touchdowns. And Jahmyr Gibbs played horrible. I think the Packers are going to be better defensively than they are offensively, because Jahmyr Gibbs carried the ball 9 times, only held to 19 yards, and his longest run was 14 yards.
Wow.
David Montgomery, 11 carries, 25 yards. His longest run was 6 yards. And not one guy on the Lions. There was only one guy, though, I had over 50 yards, being Sam Laporta with 79 yards. And Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of the top receivers in this league, he only had 45 yards. I think the Packers, they're one of the best defenses in the NFL after this game, because the Lions were the best team last year. Lions come in the Lambeau, and they get their asses handed to them. Packers, now this is not bashing Jordan Love's offense. I think he's a very solid player, but I think the defense is just better. And with Micah Parsons, there's no signs of slowing down. Packers are going to be a really good team. And right now, as it looks, Packers are the biggest threat to the Eagles.
Not only that, Jay Love.
I wouldn't go that far. I still think that there's teams that are better.
Oh, yeah, that's
in
true.
the NFC.
There's been a lot of media talk.
Again, no offense, someone. No offense.
The Packers played the Packers showed a better performance than the Eagles did. The Eagles made it too close against the Dallas Cowboys offense, you just got Pickens, and they have CeeDee Lamb. You tend to look like that. CeeDee Lamb should have annihilated the Eagles himself. And yet in the key moments he didn't, and the Eagles' biggest weaknesses have been defensive backs for the last couple of years, even though in spite of them winning the Super Bowl, they were still weak at that. Honestly, after this week 1, it proved to me that the Packers are one of the better teams defensively. I'm more of a defensive guy, and you guys, Amon and Jesse and Drew, you kind of know this. You guys know that I've been more of a defensive person than offensive.
Yep.
I look at the defense, and I see if there's a good team, if you have your team and you shut down one of the top players and their other top offensive players, that shows me that they're really, really great defensively. And usually as an Iron fan, I don't like defending the Packers, but, well, that's what I'm going to do.
Appreciate it. But, yeah, I mean.
Yeah, what else do you guys got to say about this game?
Drew, Jesse?
Yeah, we all thought it was going to be a close game, but turned out the Packers had BTA on the Lions. And, even though the Lions scored last minute of the game, but
that's garbage time.
Garbage time, yeah. They scored in garbage time, but it was maybe a blowout throughout the whole game. The defense, honestly, is one of the best defense. Like Jack said, they have one of the best defense in the league right now, as of right now. Obviously, I have him on St. Brown on my fantasy team, so it kind of sucks to have that, but no, the Lions defense, the Packers defense is really good. They had very good schemes, and they just look better. They just look better. Honestly, they're definitely going to be a lock for a playoff spot for I don't know, but they are. But no, we'll see how they do the next few weeks. But it's only week 1, but so far they're looking good. The Packers looking good.
I mean, the Packers, they're scheduled, though. I mean, there's still stiff competition. The Eagles, the Ravens. the team that's coming up. I mean, that matchup will probably be a little closer as what we saw this week. So that'll be at least a good test because the Commanders got an NFC Championship. So, but Jesse, what do you think? What do you think about my Packers?
I thought they played really well. Again, I'm not ready to crown them yet as the
I'm
biggest
not.
threat. But again, it was a good first week, dominant win over the Lions. The Lions have now lost 2 games in a row, dating back to their NFC division round choke job that happened last year. So I think that what is going on with Jared Goff, though? He was looking good last year up until the divisional round, and then he looked the same. I think that teams have figured him out again.
Maybe that game still rattled to him.
I think so.
Yep.
Or it could be Mike.
I mean, when you're the best team in the league, and you get slaughtered like what the Commanders did to the Lions in the playoffs, you try to let it go as best you can, but it's still in your mind somewhere.
Or maybe the presence of Micah Parsons.
Yeah, but honestly, I think he was more worried about how his offense was going to do versus how one guy was going to do against him.
Yep.
I mean, I did say my bold statement about Jay Love. I am supposed to say my bold statement that Jay Love could be one of the candidates to win Offensive Player of the Year. And one of them, actually, I want to talk about is Justin Herbert. Chargers finally beat those damn Chiefs. That was, I know, for Raider fan-wise, don't really care. But if we take that as an NFL perspective. But if we take this as an NFL perspective.
I think Herbert's going to be great this year. I hate the Chiefs.
And I mean,
everybody hates the Chiefs.
I hate every team in that division. I'm glad that they lost, but I hate that the Chargers had to win that game. They still have no fans, by the way.
It's like a love-hate game.
A love-hate
game. But but like Herbert, there's been some ups and downs in his career with the Chargers.
Yeah. I kind of mentioned that I think this is going to be the year that Herbert has a breakout season. Mm-hmm. Especially with Jim Harbaugh as your coach.
I'm just what's your quick take on Herbert? Just with that performance he did.
I think Herbert did really good. He did what he was supposed to do, did even a little more than he was supposed to. I think that he's going to have a great year. Hopefully not this week against the Raiders, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I think this will be a good year. I don't think he's going to win the MVP. I think Josh Allen.
That was a bit of a bold statement there.
Because you still got Josh Allen, who played incredible on Sunday Night Football. I think he's still a strong candidate, and I still think Lamar is a strong candidate for MVP.
Oh yeah, heck, Keenan Allen. In his days in even with the Chargers, and he's still got it.
Sorry, had to do that.
Sure, what's your quick take before we move on to our next week's schedule?
I think all America loves the Chiefs losing, but like you guys said, they play the Chargers, so it's kind of a love-hate for Jesse and Ahmad. But it's a great game. It was in Brazil, so obviously the game was on YouTube, so not a comment special. But they did what they're supposed to do, and we'll see the road test for the Chargers next week.
Yeah, Chiefs. They didn't even lose in this country. They lost in a different one.
Brazil. They've now lost two games in a row. Also, for the first time in I don't know how many years, dating back to the Super Bowl last year. All right, but I think it's time to move on to some picks.
I thought you had more to say after that, but all right, let's get to
those game. We got to talk about that game. It was crazy.
Let's get to it. Week 2 got some exciting games.
I got the list right here.
I got it too.
Yeah, I got it on my screen also.
All right. Let's talk about Thursday night first. We got the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
I mean, this is going to be now, hopefully, the test. This would be a pretty high-scoring game, I want to say, this time. Depending on Micah's health. If he's going to be in – if he's actually going to be fully healthy, this is definitely a Packers win. It'll probably be close or it could be as dominant. Of course, you know who I got. But what are your guys'?
All right, Amon's going Packers win. Jack, what do you think?
I see also as this is a very high-scoring game. I think Jaden Daniels is going to try to avoid Micah Parsons as much as humanly possible. But I mean, you can call me a Packer hater for this, but I got the Commanders winning.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, if the Packers lose, I actually won't be mad because this is actually.
Yeah. And I'm also near DC, so how could I not pick them?
That's it.
All right, Drew, who are you choosing?
Honestly, the game is in Green Bay, so it's in Lambeau Field. So honestly, sometimes home field might do good, but honestly, after the defense on the Lions, I don't know. Honestly, I expect a high-scoring game because obviously Jaden Daniels, he's electrifying player, so he's electrifying. He didn't want the outcome he had last week, but I got the Packers winning. So not by 50 though, but
All right.
that's kind of a bold statement. But
Packers by 50.
Packers by 50 is kind of crazy at this point, but yeah. Who you got, Jesse?
I'm excited about the young talent of Jaden Daniels. I'm choosing the Washington Commanders to win.
So we got a split.
Yep.
We got a split decision.
All right, let's get to one of our morning matchups. The historic rival. Now, who knows these days? But the good old Giants and the Cowboys. And the Cowboys home opener.
I'm going Cowboys. Russell Wilson looks washed.
Cowboys. What am I talking
Unless Dart makes his debut there, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll probably say all Cowboys.
Yeah, the Giants have still said they're still going to roll with Russell Wilson.
I mean, the Giants defense, seeing this comment here, in a way, the Giants defense did all right enough, even though they did lose.
Again, it's week one. I think
week one, yeah.
Daniels figures it out.
Yeah, you don't learn everything about a team in week one. Takes a couple weeks to get into it.
Yes.
We're all Cowboys, so probably the Giants.
Cowboys.
Probably the Giants.
Next game.
Could A-Rod, if it's either vintage A-Rod or ayahuasca A-Rod, do the Steelers go 2-0 over Seattle?
Yes.
Steelers. Yeah.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers.
I'm not rooting for the Seahawks. Get out of here.
Yeah, never. We don't root for.
Could I just say I think their one weakness is their defense because they let.
I mean, that game, man.
That game was crazy.
I know Sunday night was exciting, which we didn't talk about the Ravens.
We should have talked about it. I mean, honestly.
But actually, yeah, Drew, let's go. Let's pause.
Let's pause the pick for a little bit.
Real quick.
Let's talk about this comeback win. Who would have thought the Bills would come back from 15 down with, I think, a little bit over 4 minutes in the fourth quarter?
Honestly, I don't think the Bills came back. I think the Ravens just screwed up.
John Harbaugh has the most fourth quarter games lost.
Yeah,
he's head coach.
The Ravens have had the reputation of getting leads and blowing in the fourth quarter.
True.
Yes,
the Ravens. No one even I was watching the game with Amon and Noel. None of us thought the Bills were going to come back. We're like, okay, maybe something will happen, and obviously something did. But Derrick Henry alone destroyed the Bills' defense, and then he had one screw up. But honestly, I don't really blame him for fumbling. The defense was supposed to show up and protect that lead, and they failed doing that, and that's exactly what they're known for. And yes, when the Ravens got the ball back, they either punted or just turned the ball over. They had a 4th and 2 situation, but it was kind of on a tough yard line. It was on the 40-yard line or something, so it would have given the Bills good field position. But still, if you go for that and you get the first down, that game's over and the Ravens win it. So John Harbaugh didn't have enough courage to make a risky decision The defense failed the entire Ravens organization. Again, I don't blame Derrick Henry for fumbling. Like, yeah, sure, he made one mistake, but he still ran the ball for almost 200 yards. And honestly, there should be no one else to blame but the Ravens defense, which they're reputationally known for blowing leads.
All right, let's resume our picks here. Well, guys, Drew, Jack, are you gonna go for the Rams?
Well, who are they playing?
They're playing the Titans.
Oh yeah, I mean, Cam Ward didn't look. He didn't look good against the Broncos.
That wasn't his fault, though.
I know it wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't his fault. He's getting
his dad couldn't. His dad was just disbelief. Not just that his son played.
God, I got the Rams. Rams.
I'm giving it to the 2025 Western Division champs, the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
Well, I'm going to Rams too. I think Cam. Hopefully,
try to tell us about Jake Moody. The same thing's going to be for the Rams.
Hey, the Rams actually won their game.
Barely.
So did the Niners, barely. So did the Cardinals, barely.
The Cardinals did not barely win their game. They definitely won their game.
They won by
20-10.
They won by 10 points.
That's better than what the Niners and the Rams did.
That's still barely winning your game, in my opinion.
That's a two-possession game.
Let's continue on.
What's the next game?
Bills and the Jets.
I'm going Bills.
Bills,
yeah.
Actually, no. I'm going Jets.
Yeah,
Justin Fields actually looked really good.
We're all pick for
against the Bills.
Yeah, he looked good against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, who is known to be a really good defense.
Are you telling me that Josh Allen's going to get shut down this game?
No, he's not going to.
I don't think he's getting shut down. I think Justin Fields.
He came back against Baltimore. How do you think he's going to do against the Jets?
We know about Baltimore.
Okay, but Baltimore is actually a really good team.
Well, yeah, but if they can't fix.
I think it's going to be another duel, and the Jets are going to take it this time. I
think the Bills are going to beat the Jets.
The only reason the Jets lost was because their receiver couldn't hold on to the ball and they fumbled late.
Oh, you got a hit.
Yeah.
I think in that game the Steelers underestimated the Jets entirely.
All right, another division matchup. The Patriots and the Dolphins. Do the Dolphins bounce back? Or
I say the Dolphins.
Dolphins are going to bounce back.
Tyreek Hill's going to have like over 100 yards receiving, which you better do, Tyreek Hill.
I'm hoping New England. All right. The battle of animals. The Jags and the Bengals.
Joe, you sold me last week.
Are you kidding me?
You sold me.
100 yards.
You sold me, Joe Burrow.
Why?
We're all Bengals.
But you sold me, Joe Burrow.
Why?
I'm going Jaguars in that game. I think that he's going
to upset. I may put one pick add Jesse's name to it.
Yep.
We already know the next matchup, so
okay, moving on. What's the next one?
Moving on. Yeah.
Your guys' team.
Niners. Not even a question.
Not even a question.
Yeah, that's right. Moving on.
If any of you say Saints, I'm telling you right now, you're banned from the podcast.
All right, I'm banned.
Okay, if are you serious or are you joking?
I'm joking.
Okay.
Well,
I'm going to say, you're going to tell me that the Niners are going to lose to Spencer Rattler?
Well, how you guys – I mean, sure, the Saints –
I don't think Mac Jones is a –
okay, but who else do the Saints have that's scary on their team? And don't say Alvin Kamara because he looks scary, but he's not a scary player.
I just think overall, sure. I mean – we expect the Cardinals could drop 40 New Orleans. Instead, they only got held to 10. I mean, sure, for the Cardinals, this is like a breakthrough season, so maybe they're getting into that level.
I'm reluctantly choosing the Niners just because I don't think they have anybody to throw it to. And if you're trusting Mac Jones.
Well, I mean, if you're starting quarterbacks hurt, what are you going to do? Nothing?
I mean,
I think that their defense will shut down McCaffrey. Once you do that, what's going to happen if McCaffrey?
We're all going to go Niners, but the Saints I think this might.
Niners are going to win by like 14 or more points.
So let's just see
that
game.
I bet it's going to be a close
What's
game,
wrong with that?
closer than
That
that.
might be a pretty close game, just because.
I'm not betting 14 points. I think it's going to be 10 again, within
No,
10
it's
points.
All right,
Next
We
game.
all-
Next game.
we all got the Ravens against the Browns, so moving on.
Yes.
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 All right, Lions and the Bears. Bears being the Bears.
They
Lions.
choked.
Yeah, I got Lions. I think
Lions.
Jared Goff will have a bounce back week.
All Lions with that one.
And Jahmyr Gibbs is going to go off.
Now this might be an interesting afternoon. Bo Nix against Daniel Jones. Can Daniel Jones now with the real test with Denver's defense?
I think Denver.
Would this be a little slip for Daniel?
Yes.
I'm going Colts.
I know you're going based on
That's
division.
interesting.
No,
Why?
I'm not going based on division. The Broncos did not look that. The Broncos.
Yeah, it
did not-
is.
the Broncos didn't look that good last
Look,
week.
if you're doing it because of division, it's
The,
okay.
o-
I mean,
the only reason they lost
done
was
the
because they
same
played
for the
against
Rams
Cam
and the
Ward. They
Yeah.
played against Cam Ward, a rookie quarterback making his first start. They were against any other team. I think they lose that week one.
okay. Who did the Colts? I mean, who did the Dolphins have that's good on defense?
We're talking about the Broncos. By the way, time just because.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like you're doing this based off like who Daniel Jones like his defense because defensively, we all know that the Broncos are one of the best defensive teams in the league. I mean, there's no denying that at all.
Yeah, I'm
Unless
not
you-
denying that, but
Because
But still-
Tano Vunga, Dre Greenlaw, Patrick Surtain, who won
Surtain.
Defensive Player of the Year last year, who's like a premier shutdown corner. I don't see
Oh,
Daniel
I-
Jones doing what he did. Okay, I see the Broncos winning, but I don't see at the same time. I don't see Daniel Jones doing what he did to the Dolphins will happen against the Broncos. I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I'm actually gonna go with the Colts to split this odds.
I'm going with the Colts also.
All right,
I think Bo Nix will have a better game.
Panthers
not.
Cardinals.
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 Yeah, Cardinals,
Yeah, Cardinals. Super Bowl rematch: Eagles Chiefs
Eagles,
in Kansas City.
Eagles.
I know Justin doesn't want to say Chiefs.
See, I'm thinking of this as an actual.
You have Saquon Barkley, and you bragged about him being one of the best offensive players in the league. Say Eagles.
The
It's
Chiefs
leading-
don't lose 3 in a row, though. That's the only thing. They don't historically they do not lose 3 in a row. I do not think they're going to start 0-2. I am sadly choosing the Chiefs over
This
the
is gonna be a
Eagles.
good one.
You don't think the Eagles are going to use the same formula that they used against the Chiefs
I
in the
mean,
Super Bowl?
the Chiefs have learned their mistakes.
I think the Chiefs will make adjustments.
The
Andy
Chiefs
Reid
lost
is
to
known.
Justin Herbert.
No, Justin Herbert is not a scrub, though.
What about Jalen Hurts? Is a really good quarterback.
Yeah, he's a really good
Saquon
quarterback.
Barkley is one of the best offensive players in the league.
I think the
AJ
Chiefs
Brown is
figure
still
it
a good
out.
receiver.
As much as I hate the Chiefs, I'm choosing the Chiefs this week.
No, Chiefs are going to lose that game.
Yeah, I just say I don't know. Yeah, I just can't. I mean, yeah, the
It's gonna be a good game anyway.
Either way,
Yeah.
gosh, this is tough. I'm with Eagles by like 3 points. Sunday night, McCarthy in Minnesota having his primetime debut against Michael Penix and the Falcons. I know this is
I'm
probably
going,
not the
Minnesota.
matchup we all wanted, but what we got?
I'm going Minnesota.
I really like Bijan Robinson on the Falcons, but besides that, they don't have much. I'm going Vikings.
Vikings.
Can I say, why does Minnesota have 2 primetime games to start the season?
Yeah, that is right. They have back to back, and I think they actually going to be like out of the country in back to back weeks too.
That's
All I
crazy.
can think of is
Yeah.
McCarthy since they drafted him. He got hurt, so this is kind of like his rookie season.
But
So
still, he wasn't the number 1 overall pick, though. So why?
Well, I
did
mean,
he
he's,
even-
like, he's mainly favorited because he's the main reason why they won the championship in Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
I might actually go Viking just of me being a Michigan fan.
All right.
All right, as we know, the double Monday night. The first one, a good one. Tampa Bay and Houston in Houston.
Oof.
I That's a tough one.
Tough, yeah.
The Texans, did they win their game last week?
No,
No, they lost to the Rams. I'm gonna go Buccaneers,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm
going
either
to
going to say that's either like another game winner like the Bucks had, or it's going to go to overtime.
go the Texans.
I'm going Tampa.
I'm going Tampa. CJ Stroud did not look good last week, so
And honestly, CJ Stroud, things are looking a little uncertain for him. We were expecting more from him. I don't. Were you guys, or I don't know.
no.
All right, now for probably this might like just the way the Raiders played and how the Chargers played. The Harbaugh Carroll duel once again. This time
3.0.
3.0 in the NFL. We know about the coach rivals of their college, but now here in the pros, Seattle and Niners, former coaches of those two teams. We know Jesse's team. I'm just gonna go with mine. But for Jack and Drew, what do you think? Because right now, let's just say if the Chiefs somehow go 0-2,
That's the battle for first place right there.
there's the battle for first.
Yeah.
And unless the Denver
Come back to me. I got to think about this a little more.
Yeah, this is a tough. Like I said previous, this is gonna be a tough test for the Raiders because obviously they played the Patriots. So honestly, they're probably one of the mediocre teams, but like it's a true test for Geno and the Raiders. But if they're playing in Vegas, which I assume they are, right?
Yeah, that's in Vegas.
in Vegas.
Tickets cost as low as $251. Jeez.
Monday night Raider opener.
Raider opener, man.
But Drew,
That's
who you
gonna
got?
be. Can I just say that's gonna be a big weekend in Vegas? You got the Canelo fight happening on Saturday night.
I don't watch UFC.
That's boxing.
And then
watch
the health thing, health of Brock Bowers if he's playing because he got hurt that game. So if he's not playing, I got the Chargers. I'm
But
sorry.
who do you have like
I got Chargers. I mean
winning the game?
Who do you have if Bowers is playing though?
Raiders.
Oh, okay.
All right.
No, okay, but hold on. Look, I want to ask you this question. When you you're gonna walk into a place and you're gonna go to the betting table and you're gonna say, I got this team, who are you gonna go with? Because this is like the pick you're gonna go with, whether he plays or not. This is the team you gotta pick.
All right, we're just going by bet. I'm like Red.
Yeah, I don't know the spread, so
I'm okay.
okay. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I know what you're saying.
Who you picking?
Okay, I'm gonna say Chargers.
Well, I'm going with what I've been loyal to for a lot of my childhood.
What about you, Jack?
You see, part of me really wants to pick the Raiders, but part of me also understands how much the Chargers have beaten the Raiders for the last while.
But
And the Chargers have better weapons, offensively.
That's just last year though. For the last 3 to 4 years,
I'm
the
basing
Raiders
this on
and Chargers
the
have
known things.
split.
Well, I mean, I've seen Chargers more wins than I've seen Raiders beating Chargers, but that's just me. Man, Rick, dude.
Use a magic 8 ball. Use a
Part
magic
of me
8 ball.
just wants to go back to Oakland and pick the Raiders because they're the Raiders. Like
Exactly.
Geno Smith, Jacoby Myers is a good target for him. Brock Bowers is also a really good target for him. Aston Jeans, he is also a good target, but then at the same time, the Raiders got O-line issues like Khalil Max on the other side, playing his former team Monday night.
oh yeah,
I got Chargers.
Not mad.
Who are you going with, Amon?
All right.
He said Raiders. He said Raiders.
Raiders?
Yeah, so the split. Steam me like a bull.
But there you go, folks. What I know, a lot of comments going Chargers, which we all understand. Great episode.
Great episode, people. Tune in on Thursday. And then follow us on Instagram if you have not done that. And then please like and subscribe on YouTube. And then See y'all on Thursday. Shout out to people who are watching. Thanks for the comments. So, see y'all on Thursday.
Thanks, guys, for watching. We all appreciate you. We all hope you have a good night. And we'll keep you updated on if there's any football news or anything else going on. Besides that, stay safe out there and have a good night, folks.
That's anything to say?
Go Raiders. Have a
Go
good weekend.
Packers.
Have a good night, everyone.
Go Pack Go and go Raiders.
Yep. Go Niners.
Raiders.